Hey everyone, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. This video is going to be an update for my first ever project pan, and it is going to be interesting, and I'll explain why. But if you are interested to see how my progress has been going on all of my project items so far, then go ahead and keep on watching. So first off, this is take 2 of this video. I recorded last night, got through the whole entire update, and then went to take my phone off of my ring light stand, and then I saw the dreaded message of out of storage. So nothing got recorded. I'm like, oh cool, all right, that's fine. So take 2. Anyway, in this video, we are updating my first ever project pan. I do have some really exciting progress to show and some new things to roll in, but I do need to kind of preface. So my last update I filmed in April around like the 20th, 21st, and the updates before that, each video has been coming about the middle of the month, like 15, 16. So I figured, 20, 21, that's not too late. And then I planned to record another update around the same time in May, around the 20th, 21st. That did not happen because work was super crazy. And so I was like, okay, let me go ahead and roll in some new items because, you know, some goals have been met by that May 20th mark. So I went ahead and rolled in a couple items, and then I'm just now sitting down to record, and it is June 5th. So a full week and a half after that. So yeah, that's where we're at. I'm sorry. That's where we're at. But we are going to start fresh in June. I'm going to aim for the beginning of the month for updates from this point forward. Between the last update and this one is about 6.5 weeks ish, going on 7, maybe even 8. So over a month between the last update and this one, but nevertheless there is progress to be shown. Let's go ahead and get started with the products. I'm going to start with the products that have been in the project the longest. So first thing up is my Catrice primer. This is the Goodbye Pores primer. Here is a video clip of when I started the project, and I was about at the line above the word prime. Here's a video clip of where this product was in April in the last update. And now, if I squeeze down here, we have hit the top of the P. Now, it's kind of hard to see in this packaging, but the dip in the product is going really into like the top of the R, which is a little bit below where I was aiming for. And there is some, you know, that is coming up the sides just because of the way that this packaging is. But I am calling this a goal met, right? I figure between, you know, where the sides are and the lowest point of the, I guess, the dip, right? We're gonna call that happy medium, the top of the P. So this product is a goal met. I am rolling it out. So since the last update, I've used that one 21 times since April to hit that goal. Now the total number of uses for the entire project was 95 uses to hit the goal. I do really like that primer, and I will definitely go back to using it, but I do want to rotate through some other primers that are in my collection now. The next item that has been in the project since the beginning is an eyeshadow shade from my Lorac Pro 2 eyeshadow palette. Here is a video clip of what the eyeshadow looked like at the beginning of the project. Now this is one of my oldest palettes. I had some use on the shade, but not a ton. Here's what it looked like in the last update in April. And here is what it looks like now in this update. So we've got a good dip going in that shade. So hopefully I'm close to hitting pan, because the goal for this one is to hit pan. Now this eyeshadow I've used 4 times since the April update, and the total number of uses in the project is 13. It only took 5 uses for Mocha for me to hit pan in that one, and then I kept going. I used it 5 more times, and I've used it more since then. We'll see. Maybe I'm close to a pan in Cocoa. But also, just look and see what the rest of this palette looks like. So this shade Rosé, I've been using a whole lot more, and I've been clearing out the top bit up here. So that's really exciting. So definitely getting lots and lots more use on this palette. Next, I'm going to update you on 2 of the eyeshadows that came out of the Natasha Denona mini Triochrome palette. I had rolled in both of the shimmer shades. So this one Strike and this one Aero. Originally, I wanted to hit pan on both of these. Clearly that was not happening because I had several updates where I was like, I haven't used either of these at all, 0 times. So I switched up the goal to be 5 uses. Now, this one is gonna still be in the project. I've used it once since the original intro video, so it's got 2 uses total. But this one is rolling out. So I did get 5 uses on this like bluish silver shimmer shade. It was really pretty. Definitely used it as an inner corner highlight, which is why the dip in it is so like pointed and small. But anyway, so this one is rolling out, this one is staying in. I got 3 more uses to go on that. So 1 out, 1 in, not bad. Okay, next item is my Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat lip liner pencil in the shade Pillow Talk 2 Medium. Look at how small it's getting. So we've got this much left of the pencil. Here is the lip pencil up against the line markings. So there's a marking for May and a marking for June. Please ignore the one for May. We're gonna just continue on with June. So all in all, like I've used about a third from here to here. I've used up about a third of the entire pencil. So I feel like I'm doing pretty good. And that does include this bottom bit, you know, with the color swatch of the pencil. I don't know if that actually has product in it. I would bet it doesn't. So maybe we're really just going, you know, to here, to the top of that color swatch. Okay, I'm betting for sure this one will be done for sure by the end of the year. But like if this could be done in the next 3 months, let's see, June, July, August, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool to finish off a lip liner in what, 8 months-ish, 7.5, 8 months. Now I have used this lip liner 14 times since the April update, and I've used it 50 times total in the project so far. The next oldest product in my project was this Lorac Quad eyeshadow, the first shade. So I rolled this in the March update, had not hit pan in the April update. Since the April update, I used it 6 more times, and there is now pan in that eyeshadow. So hooray, we've got pan on 2 out of the 4 eyeshadows in this quad. So that was an inner corner highlight shade, which again is why the dip and the pan is so very small and so very pointed. That is another goal met. Now I used this eyeshadow 17 times total in the project since rolling it in the March update. Let's go into the items that I rolled in the last update, and we'll start with the foundations. So I rolled in both the Pretty Natural foundation from Essence and the other Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk foundation in the travel size. And this one is empty, completely empty. Like I've been taking off the pump and, you know, kind of turning the glass container upside down and trying to like shake it out onto the back of my hand to be able to use it, but this one is completely finished. The marking has rubbed off, but this is where I was when I started the project, or when I rolled it in, and after 20 uses, this one is finished. So another goal met, hooray! Now this one, I rolled this in at the same time to help with some shade matching. So I've made a little bit of progress, not a ton, but you know, some is better than none. And so from the April update up until now, I've used it 16 times. I'm gonna go ahead and roll this one out though, since it really was intended to be used as a companion to the Giorgio Armani, okay? And the reason I'm rolling this one out is because it is so very light. I want to use some other foundations that are a better match for me now without having to mix, because I've been mixing foundations for like the last 6 months. And I would like to just use one straight out of the bottle. You know, that would be nice. Next item is this L'Oreal Paris Color Riche lipstick in the shade Everbloom. And it's this really pretty coral color. And this is what I have on my lips today, but I do have the Charlotte Tilbury lip liner underneath. So it's definitely giving more of a pink rosy hue to this otherwise like very bright coral lipstick. It's a really, really pretty color. You can apply it in a sheer way, or you can build it up and make it much more opaque. Now this one I have rolled in for a usage goal. I'll show you my line markings in a second, but I'm not trying to finish this one. Since rolling it in, let's see, so this one rolled in the April update. I have used it 6 times since then. Here are my line markings for Everbloom. So you can see that pink line is the goal that I have set for that one. And then you can see where I started in April and the little bit of usage that I've made since the April update up until now in June. So definitely have a ways to go, but you know, slow and steady wins the race. The next item that rolled in last month was a highlighter from this BH Cosmetics Spotlight Highlight Palette. I was working on the second shade here. I used this one 26 times since the previous update, and I have a tiny little pan in that shade. Hopefully you can catch the little glint of it. So I had previously hit pan in the shade next to it. This one now has a pan, and it felt like it took a while to get even that tiny little pan. But I do like this highlighter a lot. I'll probably keep using it over the summer because it's a really nice like golden shade. But again, I do want to rotate through other highlighters that I have in my collection because, you know, there's like 30 of them. Okay, now time for roll-ins. So I've got 5 things that are rolling in. I'm so excited. So let's start, let's go kind of in the order that I apply them on my face. Because I'm rolling out the Catrice primer, I am bringing in another primer, and this is a sample of the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I am pretty sure I got this in like an Ulta Beauty order. It was like a gift with purchase. I had used it a little bit before rolling this in the project, not a ton, and there's not a ton of product in here, but like I've already been using it because I rolled it in on the 25th thinking I was going to record soon after that. Anyway, I've used it 7 times. This is what it looks like now after those 7 uses. This one smells really nice. It feels just like a moisturizer, maybe with a little bit of extra tack than a moisturizer would have. Not nearly as tacky as like the Milk High Sheer Grip primer, but it smells really nice. I like this one. It does not fill my pores like the Catrice one did, but it does feel really good on the skin. Anyway, rolling that one in to finish. And I think just looking at it, like after 7 uses, that's about a third to half of the product gone. So hopefully this one will be a rollout in the next update, whenever that may be. I'm rolling in another foundation. This is the Bite Beauty Changemaker Supercharged Micellar Foundation in the shade M55. Bite Beauty did go out of business, so I'm trying to finish this off. I really like this formula. I've been using it. So I've used this already like 3 times, 3 days in a row. And it's a really nice lightweight formula. I really like the smell of this one. This is like if the Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse, if you know, you know. If the Dream Matte Mousse and like a liquid foundation had a baby, that would be this, because it feels very, like moussey feels like a good word, kind of like airy and whipped almost, but still very, very smooth, and I like this one a lot. Now, I'm not wearing it today. I wore my Yensa Super Serum foundation, but I feel like the Yensa one might be a little bit light. This one is a better color match right now. And like I said, I would really like to not mix foundations. I want to just use one straight out of the packaging. So I'm going to work on this one. Currently, it is about at the eye in bite, right? If I bend the packaging down, I would love to finish this. I didn't have a ton of use on this before bringing it into this project. But we'll see. Maybe I can finish this. Maybe. Next is another highlighter. So this is the Focallure Diamond Glow. Please note the spelling of the word glow on the packaging. Like, come on, quality control. Come on. This is in the shade Nova Light, and it is a beautiful, like, corally orange pink color. And it's got like a little bit more of an orange hit there in the center with that diamond. I love this highlighter formula. It's very, very smooth. I am wearing it today on my cheeks. I'm trying to hit pan on this one. I'm aiming for like this top left portion where I can pick up some of the orange, and I can also pick up like that main shade and hopefully hit pan there. So that's where I'm focusing my brush. So trying to hit pan in this one. And this is my 4th highlighter in this project. I'm so excited that like the highlighters are going so well. So far I have used that one 5 times. Okay, the next 2 items rolling into the project are eyeshadows to replace the 2 eyeshadows that rolled out. The first one is from another Lorac palette. This is the Unzipped Desert Sunset palette. Before I rolled this into my project, it was like practically new, and the shade in particular that I rolled in was definitely looking brand new, like looked untouched. Since rolling it in, I have used this 7 times, and I've got a really, really good dip going. It's this shade Mirage, and so I've been using that with a flat like packer brush, and that is going on the inner third of my eyelid. So that's what's on my eye right now. So I've been using that shade as the inner third. I've been using this shade Illusion next to it, and then I also have been using this shade and this shade, plus another shade from this Ulta palette that I got from a friend whose wife did some shopping, and it was buy one get one, and they were like, do you want this one? I was like, yes, thank you. Yes, definitely glad to be getting some use on those palettes and these eyeshadows, because like I said, Mirage was basically untouched. Okay, the last thing rolling into the project comes from my Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette. I've had this one for a really long time. I am rolling in the eyeshadow high over here. So it's a really nice, pretty, like pink shimmer shade, inner corner highlight shade. Yeah, I know. I'm doing a lot of inner corner highlight shades. This will be the 3rd one, because Aero was the first one, and then that one from that Lorac quad, that was another inner corner shade, but that's okay. We're making progress. So trying to hit pan on this one. So far I've used this one 6 times. Hopefully you can see a little bit of a dip starting to form right in the center of the pan. So goal is to hit pan on that one. We'll see how long it takes. So that is going to be it for today's update. Again, my apologies for kind of fudging up the timelines a little bit. Next update should is the keyword, be going up beginning of July, and then hopefully beginning of August, and continue on after that. Let me know, comment down below if I surprised you with any of the goals that I hit, Or if you thought I was gonna hit one and I didn't, let me know your thoughts below. Also, let me know if you're working on a project pan, what items are in yours and how's it going. Let me know. I love hearing about other people's progress and watching other people's progress too. Now, if you haven't had a second yet, go ahead and click the like button. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. I do a lot of makeup and beauty content. I'm getting into panning content. I do makeup tutorials, things like that. So if you would like to see more of that, then go ahead and click the subscribe button. I would love to have you stick around and see more of the videos that I make. Anyway, that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.